Welcome everybody. It is Crypto Moose, and we're getting loose. Mitchell Bouchard, your crypto and NFT investor. Let's dive right into it. We're going to be going over my top 5 cryptocurrencies, and this is going to be my top 5 what I'm holding today. So do not take this as financial advice. I'm not telling you to get out there and pick up some Kopi. You all know I'm going to talk about Kopi, but I'm not telling you to pick up these cryptos. I'm just sharing with you the reasons why I'm holding these assets and the percentage allocation, etc. So for those of you that were on the live stream yesterday, well, Saturday, so this is probably Tuesday when you're watching it, but you probably had a nice glimpse of my top 5. And I'll give you some more picks throughout this video as well. So definitely you're going to get those. And if you get something out of it, if you enjoy the video, smash that like button. Also subscribe. That is the one way you can help us out here on the channel. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. We're going to get loose. And again, we are going with our top 5 crypto picks. Okay, so number 1, we're going to talk about Kopi. Kopi is king. You all know it. Let's go to over here and let's type in cornucopias. So for those of you that aren't too familiar with the channel, if you haven't been watching this channel for quite a while, cornucopias is always talked about. The 3rd or 4th video ever, my first 100x video, I was talking about none other than Kopi. Kopi is a metaverse AAA level game MMO, and they're using Unreal Engine 5 for their graphics. So it's going to look really good, and I'm really impressed. We're up 42% on the week. We're up 200% on the month. And on the year, we're up 500%. Let's just call it. Now, it comes down to market cap. And before I get into it, let's see the percentage. I'm going to link this or paste this, my exact percentage in my picks in the description. I'm also just going to have it in the video. I'm not trying to get you guys to have to watch all the video, but if you can, watch all the video because that is going to help out with the algorithm. So that would mean a lot to me. And you do get a little more information as I go as well. So if we look at the 1-year chart, we're doing very well. We're probably going to have a pullback. I also don't know because at the end of the day, with cornucopias, the idea of it is a metaverse gaming play. The gaming space is huge. It's bigger than the NFL. It's bigger than most industries in the world, and it's simple to understand. You can own these NFTs, non-fungible assets, which represent a specific asset in the game. So you could own a vehicle for the racing game, a piece of land, etc. So that would be, something to think about. And the other thing is, cornucopias it's not available on a centralized exchange. So it's been announced in their last Kopi Cafe that they are going to be listed on a centralized exchange. I assume it's going to be KuCoin, perhaps Binance, could be Coinbase. That's kind of my prediction. I would probably lean more towards Binance, which would be huge. Binance or KuCoin. That would be massive. So we know that is coming, and that's going to allow for a lot of people to pick up this token, right? This is gonna get more liquid. Right now we're at an $80 million market cap. Conservatively, this is worth a lot more than that. If we go to gaming, which is absolutely trending as a whole, we just reached another all-time high, I believe, as recent, of 19 billion, it looks like. It's weird. I'm able to read these numbers, but I can't read it. Like I look at my bank account, a couple $100, and I'm like, oh, is this 100, 200? And then I look at this and I'm like, oh, it's 19 billion. Like, how do I read these big numbers? Maybe the moose is due for big numbers in his own account. Who knows? So if we go to the market, this is some of my points. So Sandbox, you're talking about a $1.1 billion market cap, and Kopi is what, 1/10 of that, if that. It's like 1/15 of that, and it looks better. They have a better team. There's more customization. The idea is stronger. The graphics are more realistic. I mean, and the thing is, it's also not chain agnostic. You can buy Copy using Uniswap, PancakeSwap. You can use a DEX like Dex Hunter, which is a DEX aggregator on Cardano. You can use Wi-Fi. It's more available, and the game hasn't even come out yet. So when you think about cornucopias, they have a solid team. They have beautiful NFTs. The graphics are there. It's fun. It's somewhat, how do I put it? It's very original in what they're creating, and they're doing things right. So I like that. Not chain agnostic. A lot of beauty happening with Copy. So pick number 2. That is going to be Cardano. A little more conservative on that end. As you know, Cardano has been pumping. I'm currently recording this video. We are Sunday, December 10th, 2023. So if we take a look at Cardano, 59 cents, 60 cents, you can call it. On the month, we're up around 50%. And on the week, we're up 50%. And on the month, we're up 56%. So it's been a tremendous week, to say the least, right? So on the year, doing really well. All time, it's doing good. So right across the board, is Solana's at, the market cap it's at. Cardano has a lot more room to grow. Typically, the way the market works, it's structured in terms of liquidity is, I talk about this a lot, but money flows into Bitcoin, then it goes into ETH, then the other tokens. So it kind of goes from top to bottom. So if you look at Bitcoin, you're talking about a trillion, let's call it, asset, $1 trillion in asset. Money will flow into Bitcoin, flow into Cardano after. So place your position before it flows in. And for those of you that were holding Cardano, congratulations. Comment down below. How much ADA do you have? Did you get loose? Because the moose got loose. Comment down below how much Cardano you have. Maybe you don't have any. So that's definitely up to you. Not telling you to pick up any of these assets, just what I am doing. So if we take a look at my numbers, we're at, and I will have this in the description below, I am 60% Copy. I see very little downside at this point in time. Things may change, who knows? But I see tremendous upside. So we're at 60% allocation in Copy, 20% in Cardano. So already these two picks, this accounts for 80% of what I am picking up currently. So very important. Do your own research. I'm just giving you the reasons as to why. And with Cardano, we have midnight coming out. We finally have smart contracts. We've never witnessed a bull run with all of these decentralized applications that have been built on top of Cardano. So we're positioning ourselves before new liquidity pumps into the market and individuals and businesses want to allocate in a certain direction. They're going to choose the best blockchain. And Cardano has proven time over time it's been doing what I thought it would do and what several others didn't think it could do. So that's a reason for Cardano. Very easily, very conservatively. I mean, the more I think about it, Cardano could easily be 200 to 300, maybe 400 billion in market cap. Because look at it this way. We're not in a bull run. We're just getting started. If this is a baseball game, I mean, we're maybe in the first inning. We've got the second inning, third inning, fourth inning, fifth inning, and then the seventh inning stretch maybe begin to DCA out. Up to you. You mean to tell me that Cardano is not going to get where Ethereum is today in market cap? I would not bet. I would definitely bet in favor that it will. So you're talking about a 10x minimum. You're talking about a $5 to $6 ADA. That's what I see conservatively. Basically, right? I mean, you got more supply coming. Every epoch is 5 days. That's a whole other thing. So we went over Copy. We went over ADA. That accounts for 80% of what I'm into. So comment down below. Do you agree with that? How much ADA do you have? Is the moose too loose, right? But we're going to have the Merry Moosemas. I know it. Merry Moosemas, baby. Pick number 3. I've been holding this for a while. Hasn't been performing like I thought it would. But again, I'm placing the bucket before this token explodes. We're talking about Meld. Meld is awesome. They have a great team. I know winners when I see them in the space. This is what I'm allocating. What I say, 7 to 10% into Meld. So we're 7% Meld. And the reason being is because with Meld, you have a non-custodial DeFi lending and borrowing protocol. You're going to have an all-in-one app where you can hold your crypto and you can borrow against your assets. They have NFTs. They have the diamond hands. I have one. I participated in the ISPO, the initial stake pool offering. Beautiful. The market cap, extremely low. No one is speaking about Meld. And by the way, Meld is a layer 1 blockchain. So it is, what's cool about Meld is the idea is that you will have an app where you can hold your Ethereum, your Bitcoin, your Cardano, your Matic, I believe, your Meld, and you could use Meld for the fees, and the fees are extremely low, right? It kicks the dust when it comes to, compared to Ethereum or even Cardano, it's very cheap. You're gonna use Meld in order to pay for transaction costs. You can stake your Meld, and ultimately you can have an all-in-one place where you can borrow against your crypto. They're also gonna have the Meld debit card where you can load up and do the whole fiat, crypto to fiat. So you'll be able to spend your crypto and use crypto to buy things. So it's gonna be cool. Try not to sneeze. See, it's making me cry. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. So honestly, like, I'm giving you guys some strong picks here. I was in the ISPO of this. When the token first came out, it was, I believe it was like 10 cents, 16 cents. Let's just zoom out. It's down a lot right now. But when it first came out, the price was kind of like all over the place, right? This was an airdrop. So the real token price, for the most part, I've always called this a 1 to 2 cent token. Okay. So for me, I never bought any at the high. I only bought some Meld down here. So I'm doing good. I got a couple 100,000 Meld, barely put anything into it. I believe just a couple $100. So I've done well. Comment down below if you have Meld. There's a lot to it. Actually, what I'll do as well, I'm going to go to the Meld website and shout out to the Meld team. What I do like are the Meld with Us talks that they do. Really cool. I've been listening to Ken's the CEO, to his Twitter space. Really cool as well. So I'm going to sign in. All you're going to do is go to meld.com. So let's do that as well. I want to give you guys some input here. So the branding is beautiful. I don't read a lot. I read the Meld white paper a long time ago, and I chose between a couple of different stake pools that you could, basically the way it works, for those of you that don't know, you have your ADA. Let's say you have 5,000 ADA. You can hold that ADA on your Trezor or a ledger, like a hardware wallet, and you can sign a transaction and you can delegate, it's called delegating, to an ISPO. What that is that is saying, yes, I would like to say I have 5,000 ADA on this, in this pool. And that pool earns a little bit of the new Cardano supply, because the pool operator, let's say you delegate to DApp Central, DAPP, DApp Central, he has a node. Perhaps you sign a transaction, you delegate to DApp. He's running the node. They're helping support the decentralization, and you earn a little bit of the remaining Cardano. With an ISPO, you earn, let's say you get into an ISPO like Dega, which I have videos on. Instead of earning Cardano, you earn the new token that hasn't even been released yet. So it's a great way for the project to raise funds, and in return, you get a token at a very good discount. So I hope I explained that decently well. This is Meld. I'm going to show you. Look, they've been checking things off. They're working on a couple of slight issues. Just they're very ambitious with what they're doing. But you know what? Like, even looking at this chart, I'm looking at, I'm like, I need to get more, right? Like on the fifth day of Christmas, Moose was buying Meld. On the sixth day of Christmas, Moose is still getting loose buying Meld, right? Like, I'm gonna have to smoke a cigar, chill out, and think to myself, why don't you have more meld? That's it. That's an issue right now. So this is the team. Amazing. Listen to Ken Oling. I believe about meld.com a long time ago. But look at the partnerships. I'm telling you, they have partnerships with cornucopias, Wing Riders. That's a Dex. You have World Mobile, Vent, Minswap, Matic. There's a lot going on. I'm telling you, this is an absolute sleeper. So watch the roadmap, pay attention, take your time, research. This is what it looks like on the inside. So I got my Trezor connected. These numbers aren't even accurate, but basically this is what it looks like for the desktop version. You're going to have staking. It is coming soon. So do your own research. Guys, go to the channel. Go to Crypto Moose. Type in meld. You can, the airdrop has not come out yet as well. So watch these videos, learn, watch my content. I've been creating like the best meld videos that I can. So anyways, guys, just check that out. I highly recommend it. And meld is definitely on its way to, perhaps a $1 billion valuation. Let's say a 3 is 1, so 10. That's a 20 to 30x, okay, potential. So let's just say it's at 30, 33. Yeah, absolutely. So 3 times 10, that's 30 to get to $1 billion market cap. This project could do extremely well. You're talking about a $1 to $2 potential. Who knows, whatever it is. But you can do extremely well with meld. That's all I'm going to get at. Very undervalued. Very, very, very undervalued compared to other projects that are trying to do the same thing. Meld looks good. They got the branding. 3% of my allocation. Pick number 4. That's going to be Bitcoin. Bitcoin is somewhat boring, you can call it, but Bitcoin is the digital gold. Bitcoin is a little bit of your assurance. Everyone in the space, no matter if you are a degenerate like me and you take 60%, put in a copy, you have to get some of the boring stuff. You have to learn how to play defense. You can't just be offense the whole time. So that's a little bit of the reasoning. The other thing is Bitcoin is pretty scarce. It's the only sure bet at this point in time, if it even is a sure bet. All of crypto is still speculative, if you want to say, right? I see things maybe differently than most. In fact, I am definitely different than most people. That's for sure. So yeah, Bitcoin doing well. There's only 1 million Bitcoin left to be mined. And that's what we're seeing. Don't think that we're even in a bull run right now. We are not. We could see more ups and downs, but ultimately Bitcoin should probably be at the all-time highs, and that's before we even see it go up to what I think is going to be the greatest bull run we've ever seen. Most likely $150,000 to $200,000 a token. That's just what I think it's more valued at. If I were to place a bet, okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, this thing I sold too early personally. Comment down below which assets you have. How would you adjust this portfolio? I would like to know. I do listen to what you guys say. I'm researching other wallets people recommend. Genuinely, respond down below with your honest thoughts. That's the point of this channel. That's why I'm presenting you. I could just do a top 5, be like, these are the picks. Bye, see you later. I want to be transparent. I want to share with you what I'm doing because I want the feedback. And I know a lot of you are watching this thinking, hey, like I was thinking the same thing. Like, he solved the problem for me. That's what this is about, right? So yeah, like it's all about that community aspect as well. So let's take a look at Iagon. Iagon has been an absolute beast. Iagon, I spotted a long time ago. I sold too early. I had 50,000 Iagon roughly, and that's when it was under a penny. Guys, I had Iagon here for a long time, and I sold it after it kind of popped up to like 6 cents. I should have held on. That was a mistake because when I get in, that's the same thing with Kopi. With Kopi, it's gone up for me around 6, 7x, let's call it. Most people would sell, but I have cornucopias has not checked off even 30, 40%, not even probably 20. It's only checked off 20% of what it's planned on doing for me. So what I'm getting at is stick to your plan, even if it's difficult. But in my eyes, it would be a detriment to get rid of Kopi, because if I were to sell my cornucopias, I would take that money and then I'd be like, wait, I'd want to deploy it into Kopi. Does that make sense? So with Iagon, I got what I wanted out of it. I knew that a decentralized data storage solution would be huge. You look at Filecoin, that's the Ethereum one. The Winklevoss twins, those guys know what's up. They were talking about Filecoin, and I'm like, you know what? Data is the new oil. The world is driven on data, and more so going forward. So people want to interact with decentralized storage, connect your wallet, and with the use of cryptocurrencies and AI technology, you have a lot of interoperability with what you can do with that particular niche in the space. So you're looking at a $66 million market cap. Could definitely go much higher. I'm still holding some Iagon. I have a little bit because it dipped down here. I picked up a little bit. I didn't time it perfectly, but before it ran up, I got some at 6 cents, and I've just been holding on because I'm like, this thing isn't slowed down. I'm probably going to set a stop loss soon. Maybe just put it into Kopi. But again, Iagon, a beautiful project. Their website looks good. We're not going to go on it today, but I recommend taking a look at Iagon. A lot of potential there. A lot of potential. So that is going to be my fifth. 8% is other. That is things like basically my mistakes. So a lot of stuff are just sketchy stuff that I thought would just go nuts. Some did well, like Sneck. I've been in and out of Sneck for a little while. But yeah, like I've been doing good this year with crypto. I hope you have all been doing well as well. We're going to wrap this up right now. Guys, go to my link tree. I have a link in the description below. Also in the comments, I will pin it. We have a Loose Moose NFT dropping. This is an NFT that I created. I don't know if it's going to be on the calendar, but December 21st, in 11 days, 5 p.m. UTC, you can mint a Loose Moose. It's 9 ADA, very cheap. That will bring you closer to this community. What I'm going to do is when companies send me hardware wallets, when they send me accessories, let's say I have Wi-Fi on again. Hey, come on, let's do an interview, but give me 1,000 tokens, Wi-Fi tokens, and I want to distribute it to my Loose Moose holders. And if you get a golden moose, we got some special stuff coming for you as well. So there's only 499 of these and only 5 golden mooses, and they look cool. So check it out on my channel. If you go to homepage, you can see that video right here. So there's a ton of Loose Moose NFTs, and it's just a fun thing for the channel. Also, if you haven't already, guys, pick up a hardware wallet. I have links for you. Pick up a Trezor. Pick up a Tangem. I have videos explaining how and why I choose the wallets that I choose. Save up to 25% off. You need a hardware wallet. If you get the Trezor, it's $200 roughly. The Trezor Safe 3, this one's under 100. A great alternative to other hardware wallets. And we also have a free Cardano mini course. Check that out. I also have paid courses. That's on Udemy. I have 500,000 students on there. I've been doing that full time for a while. So with that being said, the moose is loose. It's time for you to get loose. And we will see you all in the next one. Just comment down below whatever question you have. Cheers.